All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to do a quick introduction by way us moms. We introduce ourselves by way of our families, and this is mine. So my husband, Doug, and I have 3 biological children. Avery's standing next to me here in this picture. She's 14. Gavin and Quinn are on the far left. They're twins, boy-girl twins. We're foster parents. We've had 9 foster placements so far, and this is our adopted daughter, almost 1 year adopted, Trinity, who is 3 years old and the light and joy of our lives. And what I will tell you as we're talking about our family, and I'm going to go into a little details about how this product has impacted us. But the first thing that I want to really just say is that you're on this call, and we want to thank you for taking the time. We're going to make good use of time.
Sure. Yeah. That would be bad.
You know what? Let me ask people to mute if you don't mind. Oh, all right. So we're going to try to make good use of our time, but I really want to just have people kind of focus in on some disclaimers.
Wow. Oh, really?
Come on, can you mute everyone if you wouldn't mind?
It's such an ass. I'm going to go like this. Why are you being so unsafe? Do you not care about the people
that
that
put you as a host, so I can't reclaim it. So you may have to.
Okay, let me do that. All right, very good. Well, I think we're back. All right, guys, my apologies for that. So let's look at just the disclaimers here. We're going to talk about our results, earnings results, weight loss results, safety results. There are results. And you can certainly check out the site for more disclaimers here, just to be really fair in protecting this company. So as I tell my story, guys, this was me before Isagenix. On the left-hand side, 33 years old. I had just run my 2nd full marathon. I was paleo. I was 2 years in paleo, 2 Whole30s back to back. If you've ever done one, it's extremely restrictive. And honestly, I had just massive inflammation, no energy. I was on a constant cycle of coffee and then not able to sleep, not shockingly, and then using wine or sleep aids to try to get sleep, waking up exhausted and starting all over again. The biggest skeptic when I started this, so if you're on this call and you're skeptic, good news for you. The skeptics we found tend to get the best results, but the system changed my life. And I had done so many things. My husband and I both played a college sport, so we knew enough to be dangerous about nutrition and working out, and always had, kept both in check. But here are the 3 things that I realized that this system addressed for us, that nothing else. So if you're on this call and you want to know why the results keep coming for people and they look so much different, why people go to a different level, here's the 3 things that it's the only system I've ever seen that addresses all 3. One is, if you're eating food today, most likely your body is deficient in certain vitamins and minerals. And that's because our food supply is deficient. Our soil is depleted. A tomato today has less lycopene than it had 20 years ago. My grandmother, when she was living, would say, Jessica, the apples today, they never go brown. They're not dented. They all are perfect and shiny and beautiful. Guys, I don't know about you, but I remember growing up and apples didn't look like that. My grandmother remembers that. It should raise an alarm bell in all of us. The second thing is overstressed bodies. We have all gotten used to living in this elevated state of cortisol. The feeling of being chased by a tiger has become our normal. The third thing that Isagenix addresses so beautifully based on science is our bodies are also overwhelmed by toxicity. Herbicides, pesticides, larvicides. If not pushed out by the news of the coronavirus, we'd be reporting more on the fact that if you Google this, that microplastics were found in our water supply. The average American consumes approximately a credit card size of plastic. And guys, your bodies, I believe God designed our bodies perfectly, but I believe that they're overwhelmed. And the system uses science to naturally detox our system, to leverage and amplify what your body's already naturally doing. Your body's the miracle. It just gets support from these systems. So what happens, just like when I loved anything in my past, if you know me, you know that I talk about things that I love all the time, and I've never been paid. I'm an avid reader. When I read a great book, I love telling other people because I love when people share a great book with me. I once, because of my girlfriend Adrienne, found this amazing pair of jeans. They were about $17 at Macy's. You can catch a coupon always on these jeans. And I started talking about them. And I just said to people, buy every wash. You don't need to think twice about it. They're the greatest jeans. Every time I wear them, people ask me about them. Get every wash, especially gray. And I cannot tell you how many people bought those jeans at Macy's, and I never earned $1 from Macy's, not $1. But I will tell you that when I started transforming, you saw the picture from 33, almost 10 years later to, I think most people will say, you look like a different person. Lost 25 pounds and maintained it. But I will tell you, I told so many people, not only was I telling people, it was so visual that people were saying to me, what did you do? And here's what I found is that this amazing tribe of people were all looking for the same things that I was looking for. And we just told people who told people who told people. I started doing this with 5 of my girlfriends. And guys, today, 6.5, almost 7 years later, our team is over 30,000 people who came from those 5. And what we're going to talk about is that that's really should tell you one thing. The products work like nothing anyone has ever seen. And that's how it grew with this unbelievable shout from the rooftops product experience. What we started looking at was that the company, unlike Macy's, was paying us for telling people about something we loved that they were looking for and that then in turn transformed their life. There's a 98.6% success rate. People were standing and screaming about how great they felt and how much different they looked, slipping into clothes that hadn't fit, stress levels down, feeling like new people, revived and rejuvenated. And it created for our family an additional stream of income. And guys, just being in a business, I'm a business person. I was part of a team, an early investor in a company that got sold to an enormous bank. I was an investor and an owner in a second company. My husband and I have owned real estate and as investment properties for a very long time, since we were first married 17 years ago. And what I will tell you is I started reading a lot about creating income, wealth. And I looked at this, which is called the cash flow quadrant. And if you've never seen this, it's something very interesting to read about if you're looking in this crazy season of life, when I think most people are looking for how do we earn more money? How do we protect our family, build a wall around our financial situation just in case, the greatest uncertainty probably of our generation. So there's a couple different ways that you could create income. You could be an employee. I've done this. I had a JOB. They say JOB stands for just over broke. And with 3 babies at home, I was an employee trading time for money. I've also been self-employed. I've also owned my own business and my own traditional business. And that is when I owned a job. I owned a just over broke or owned a job. I was self-employed. I had no leverage. If I didn't show up, I didn't make money. You can also be an investor, bottom right quadrant. It takes a lot of money to be an investor that throws off a lot of income typically, and your money works for you and it's a great leverage point. And that's a very small percentage of the population, but being an investor, investing in companies, Forex, being an investor is a great way to do this. But I think that the single greatest thing I've seen, it falls into the top right, which is owning your own leveraged business. People working with you to build something that pays you in a residual passive way. And here's the difference. There's leveraged income and there's non-leveraged income. Non-leveraged, I've done that. That's where you can work as many hours a week as your body and mental health could physically sustain you. And you can work, and there's a ceiling on how many hours that you can put in and a ceiling on how much you can earn. That's not being leveraged. That's an unleveraged situation. But leveraging the efforts of a team that's marching in the same direction and has a similar vision, it amplifies to an unbelievable degree what everyone can produce together. That's a leveraged income. And that's frankly, when I saw what this was, it was a no-brainer. I want to introduce to the call one of our greatest friends, a family like none other, coming from Iowa, Cedar Falls, Iowa, is Summer Meyer. Summer, are you there? you may have to come off of mute, and while you're doing that, I'll just tell you a little of your story. Is that, you know, Summer is a fellow. You can see her amazing family. She's a fellow foster and adoptive mom, Summer and RJ Meyer. Summer, are you there?
I am. Can
Hello.
you hear me?
Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. Well, just my story is one where I would not have thought I would be sitting here. If you would have asked me, shoot, like 20 months ago, I would have laughed at you. I was probably the biggest skeptic, you know, probably on this call. My husband met Jessica in a support group for foster parents, believe it or not. And she reached out and said, hey, you know, I'm always looking for people that are motivated and kind and want to leave the world a better place and could really do this business. And RJ and Jessica laughed because he said instantly, it's my wife and there's not a chance she will do it. And she did not give up on RJ. And next thing I know, he is approaching me. He played college football. He's very proud of his jersey behind me. And he had learned very well how to eat. And he's really into nutrition, but portion control has always been an issue for him. And so he approached me and said, hey, I really want to try isogenics. I've looked at the ingredients. He's a stickler, no artificial colors, sweeteners. He's very particular about what goes into our food. We eat very organic, but he had weight to lose. I was not excited, but at that point I said I would do anything to support him. So I jumped on board, kind of kicking and screaming, and said, I'll try it. And it took about 2 weeks. And about 2 weeks in, I felt amazing. I'm tired, Mom. I have 4 kids. I get up, teach spin class early in the morning. I go all day. They have activities all evening. I know I'm not the only mom on here that I was shot. Like I was dreaming of naps that I never got. And about 2 weeks in, I noticed personally how much better I felt. My energy went up. I felt less bloated and puffy. I teach fitness classes. I wasn't doing this program truly to lose weight. I was thrilled to lean out and feel better. That for me was like so dreamy. And my husband lost 30 pounds over the course of 30 days. I mean, he just transformed. It just melted off of him. And we both were feeling amazing. And the financial portion tripped my ears perked up a little bit. And the reason for that was my youngest, this just so happened, you know, there's, you know, a plan and everything. My youngest just started kindergarten, and I was to the point where I wanted to contribute financially, but I didn't know what I was going to do. I have a couple of kids that require a little bit of extra loving and volunteering in the schools and being here to see my kids get out the door to school and be here when they return was a huge priority. And my husband said, you'll be underpaid for anything you do. And so at that point, I started listening to Jessica a little bit, and she encouraged me to just start sharing, telling my story, telling people how good I felt. And here we sit. I lost the slides. My screen totally went away. So I don't know where that is, but give me 1 second. There they are. And there they are. So I guess the next transition is I can't even explain what a better time it is to be where we are. I feel blessed to have stepped into this right before the whole world stopped spinning in March. I know people's lives have just been changed, but this is the best time to be where we are. People are now wanting to get healthy. Nutrition is at the forefront of everyone's mind. Gyms are closed or limited. People are wanting to stay healthy, and it's harder and harder to do that Stores feel weird. So we are in an industry right now where we want good nutrition and we want it delivered to our doorsteps. We want to be healthy, we want to be fit, and it is a, what is it, $4.2 trillion industry that we have a hold of right here. And the greatest thing is starting our own business. I had the pleasure of speaking with a woman today, and where can you start your own business where you get to eat your overhead? Like, the only cost you have is what you consume. We don't have a storefront. You literally get paid for helping other people. Jessica and I spoke earlier today, and oh my goodness, Iowa is amazing because we love to help people. Iowans are Iowa nice, and you get paid here for helping people. I don't get paid unless I'm helping someone and helping my team. And so that leads me to Nikki Carney. This woman, holy cow, she is, as you can see, she didn't need to lose weight. I mean, she is an animal workout instructor, and owns her own gym. And I will let her share a little bit of her isogenic story with you. Nikki, are you on there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm so sorry, first of all. I apologize. My voice is awful. So I'm going to try to push out as much as I can. I've known Summer for a while now, and I guess my journey kind of starts at the beginning of me being also very skeptical in the entire process. I own a gym, so I'm training 5 classes a day. That's why I sound awful like this. I'm screaming way too much, but I am always at the gym. I've been approached by multiple people about supplement lines. And so after a while, for me, it's something that I just kind of brushed aside. And Summer was very good. She was very persistent. And it came at the right time. Really, the last message I had gotten from her was right around when quarantine hit and COVID was, you know, we were all on lockdown. And it actually gave me time to sit and kind of reflect on what this could do for me. And so I didn't really have any weight to lose either. That's not why I wanted to get into it. I'm also a registered dietitian. So for me, I understand the health benefits of getting proper nutrition in. And I know as a busy mom, I have 3 kids and I own a business, how difficult that can be on some days. So no matter how hard you try, it can be nearly impossible to get all the things that you need just through your diet, right? So I decided to give it a whirl, and I ended up, I don't remember how many inches I lost, but I lost 13 pounds. And I was actually kind of floored because I had no idea I even had 13 pounds to really lose. But I trimmed up, and I think what shocked me even more was the amount of energy that I had, because my days start at 4 a.m. and I don't get home till 7:30. So I had just walked in the door before this started, and I'll get right back up again at 4 o'clock and do it all over. And usually by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm dead. I'm exhausted. I have to take a nap. And I think that's the very first thing that I noticed doing the 30-day was that I had loads of energy and my sleep was amazing. I could sleep throughout the night. I used to wake up in night sweats and I'd have to like legit change my clothes. So I don't have to do that anymore. Thank you, buddy. Sorry, my 2-year-old drew me a picture. So I sleep through the nights. I have energy. I'm not reliant on caffeine. That's another thing. Like when I first started doing the 30 days, I had 2 days of some pretty bad headaches because I'm kind of known as the caffeine queen. Even though I know I shouldn't have it in abundance, I do because it's what keeps me going, right? So you're like on this roller coaster ride of fueling yourself with caffeine, and then you drop after a while, and then you got to throw it in again to keep you going. And so I was floored by the fact that I didn't have to have coffee throughout the day and pre-workout nonstop just to keep me going. And then the other thing was my husband really liked it too. He did the 30 days with me, absolutely loved it. And I think as we kind of went through the process, it all clicked to me on how I could be helping others throughout my gym. I mean, people come to see me every day and they're looking for this answer, right? They want to know, how do I feel better? How do I feel myself? So it's an easy way for me to just say, hey, you know, it is so hard to do it through food. And half the time we don't even know what we're getting in our food. And so this stuff, it's easy. It's there. It ships to you. You can, you know, switch what you're doing on your app and, you know, get it something new every month. And it's just really, really nice. So we've enjoyed it. I'm glad that we did it. And it's actually helped me too. Obviously, when you hear about these things, the income piece is very inspiring. It's something that you want to do. You want to reach for it. You're excited about it. But I've done these before in the past, and I've done this network marketing, and I've never been good at it because I never trusted or loved the product. And it's easy with Isogenics. I actually, because of COVID, the gym's been really hard. COVID or Isogenics has saved my butt when it comes to helping me pay my rent and my employees, which it's something that I am so glad I took a chance on, because otherwise who knows what would have happened, right? And it's just another way of me helping people when I can't, if they physically can't be in the gym, I can help them outside of that. So anyways, I'm super grateful that Summer was persistent and kept knocking on my door per se.
I love your
But
story.
yeah,
You're
right, that's
amazing.
my
Thank you
story.
so
Thank
much.
you.
So
Yep.
the person who started a business already has a traditional, extremely successful, fabulous gym, and this really helped her. If you'll notice, the theme of this really is skeptical people get great results. It's not, guys, as you noted from those two stories, it's not necessarily for weight loss. People believe that because they've seen the transformations. And one transformation I have to share, though, this is a story that's so dear to me because I met Shannon Late through a corporate job going back a number of years ago. And I'll just say she was a skeptic. Shannon, would you mind sharing your story?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I will definitely carry on the theme of being skeptical about this system. I really had no idea what I was getting into. I had never had nothing before any of this. I was completely new to all of it. I will say I trusted Jess and I said, all right, I'll give it a try. There's a money back guarantee. If I don't like it, if it doesn't work, I'll just send it back. And literally I kept my box in my kitchen on the floor, like open, because I was sure I was going to send everything back after 30 days. But I will tell you, by day 5, I felt different. I did this for weight loss and I had dropped a few pounds. I had experienced an increase in my energy. I have 2 young, well, not young anymore, they're teenagers, but at the time I joined, I had younger boys and I was running around with them and able to keep up with them a little bit more. They were super active in sports. So I was definitely, you know, within a week, I was saying to myself, there's something here in this system that I was missing before. And there wasn't a day that I was going to go without this. And so I stuck with the products. I kept using them over the course of the 30 days and then beyond. I ended up losing 50 pounds and 40 inches off of my body, which if you look at that picture with me in that peach colored tank top, you might not think I've got that much to lose, but I did. And it lost, it went away. So, and I've maintained that for 5 years now. And it's been just an amazing journey. Shortly after I joined, people started to notice that there were changes in me, not just physically, but my mood was elevated. I was happier. I was joking. I had more energy. I work in a corporate job, so a lot of people, you know, come to my desk during the day. Well, not anymore because there's no desk, but they would stop by and say, "Hey, like you look different. What are you doing?" And so it's just the art of sharing this. It just comes so naturally. People want to know what you're doing. They're sincerely interested, and it was my pleasure to share with them because it was something that I was skeptical about, and it worked. And I've been with the products for over almost 5 years now, I would say. I think October is 5 years. And I will tell you that it's not just, you know, the changes physically, but the ability for me for working out. I've been able to go to the gym now 4 to 5 days a week. My stamina there has been phenomenal. The ability to just start from nothing at the gym and then work my way up and be able to maintain that at the gym has just been wonderful, and it's been just life-changing for me and my
You
family.
guys, Shannon, so amazing. Guys, if you think this is an inspiring story from Shannon and an inspiring story from Nikki, will you drop a 1 in the comments? Show them some love, because it's not easy to go live and share your story, but their stories are so unbelievable. To be skeptical, to be raving fans, to be a fan enough that based on your own just authenticity and credibility, to share it with people. And both of them have earned some beautiful income just for telling friends and helping them springboard into a better, healthy situation. So drop a 1 if you would, guys, and just give them some love, because I am just so impressed with both of them and both of their stories. So here's the thing, is that if you're skeptical, as are most people, I get it. I remember thinking that this was an easy yes from the product's perspective, because here's the thing, it's money back guarantee. If you don't agree, it's amazing. You will get your money back. But from an opportunity standpoint, I think people look at this industry and very fairly presume the stigmas are true about network marketing. And then they look across the team at women like Shannon and Nikki and Summer and some of the women on this call, some of the people that are having extraordinary success, the couples, the men, the young people, the older people, building a Hawaii team. And I'll tell you what, we are going to build this with people that are ready to go and impact bodies and bank accounts. So what if this is real? What if we're right? What do you have to lose? Summer, would you mind just talking a little bit about just faith in the company? And we'll just talk about faith in the company. So before I pass it to you, Summer, let me just say, this company is privately held by an extraordinary family. They are the founders of this company. It is the strong integrity-based company. Some people know in my corporate background, they were a client of mine at the bank. And so I know behind the curtain of this company, I've seen the integrity firsthand, and they've got this vision to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. And that's a mission that they're building every day, that every decision they're building it around, and you see it. The solutions address, Summer talked about this, the world right now is desperate. Even before COVID took us into this whole other realm of health focus, we are truly now at the juxtaposition of macro and micro trends, a prioritization of health. And when you think about health right now, you've heard people talk about the COVID-15. People are talking about, I need workout to minimize my stress just for keeping sanity, vitality and well-being, personal care and beauty, wellness in financial situations. Guys, we have solutions for all of it. The products are things that you can stand behind, not only cutting edge science, but third-party tested, responsibly sourced, backed by cutting edge research, clinically studied. The leader of our science graduated first in his class from Harvard, puts his name on this company, and has taken us to new innovation and new heights in a 2.0 environment. It is grass-fed, gluten-free, low glycemic, a massive focus on the plant-based world, vegan-friendly, kid-approved. These products check the box in every category people ask me about, because we're hypersensitive to what is really, truly on these labels. And Isagenix stands behind it. The integrity carries through across the entire company, and especially to the products. This is what I found, guys, is right now, more than ever before, it is a time to create multiple streams of income for your family. People like Nikki, who had an unbelievably thriving gym. People like my husband, who works in public education. People with these incredibly stable jobs pre-COVID are now saying, life looks a little different. The future may not be as certain as I had figured it would be. How do I create another stream of income for our family? And what this has allowed us to do, guys, is build a financial wall around our family that truly is insurance. It's just in case, but it's a business where impact has a direct correlation to income. And there are not many industries that can say a direct correlation. If you love leaving people better than you found them, you love a tribe of people, a community like these people, that in a world that's ugly and hateful in a lot of ways, that's very divisive right now, very tenuous at best, a community that will lift you up and truly clap for you. Want your happiness, embrace your family. That's what you get. The greatest products, a health transformation, a potentially a substantial, potentially full-time income. And I think one of the best products that we offer is an incredible community. Summer, I'd ask you, just you are someone, we've disclaimed this, but you're someone. You used to tell me in Iowa there were more cows and corn than people. You've never done this before. A mom of 4 kids, an advocate for foster care, an incredible woman, but no experience. And you were created a 6-figure income within 12 months. It's so unbelievable. Would you mind just sharing with people how they can, out of the gate, make $750 with sharing with 2 people?
Okay. So again, like my mom post-it note. Okay. So I put myself up here. I should have put Shannon up here. I don't know if you can see it. So the most popular pack that we've had massive success with here in Iowa is the premium pack. Okay. And with that premium pack, you get everything you need for a 30-day health transformation. So this is all based on the premium pack because that's what we've had the best success with here in Iowa. So if I start here and I enroll Nikki and Holly, so I start with my 2 people. Okay, I enroll 2 people within 30 days of clicking become an associate. Isagenix pays me $100 bonus. Okay, just for getting 2 people in that first 30 days, I get a $100 bonus. Then Nikki and Holly both saw my results with the premium pack, so they both wanted the premium pack. I'm hoping you can see this because I can't see the screen. But
back up just a little bit. Back up your post-it note. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, awesome. So Nikki buys a premium pack. I make $50 off her premium pack. And Holly buys a premium pack and I make $50 off that. But the great thing is they both bought them in the same week. And when you sell 2 packs in the same calendar week, Isagenix bonuses you and they double bonus you. So that $50 became $100 and that $50 became $100 because they were sold in the same calendar week from Monday to Sunday night. So in my first week, I got a $100 bonus because I helped 2 friends, and then those 2 friends both got the premium pack in that same week. It doubled. So I'm at $300 my first week. Well, the best part of this whole business is helping other people. And then I tell Nikki, like, hey, you need to get 2 friends. Help them have the same kind of transformation you're going to. Grab 2 accountability partners. So Nikki jumps in, and this is Sue and Joe. And she helps Sue and Joe. And when Nikki helps 2 people and Holly helps 2 people, Isagenix says, great job, Summer. You helped your people get people, so you get $100. So they give you $100 because you helped duplicate. You helped your person grab 2 people and get 2 more people on these awesome products. So when that happens, when Nikki gets her 2 and Holly gets her 2, and I do that within the first 60 days, I get a $250 bonus. So my math on the bottom, there's a lot of hundreds. Essentially, it's $750 because I enrolled 2 people who helped 2 more people. And that's the beauty of growing this. And then those 2 people can help 2 people. And it grows and all that volume flows up. So it doesn't stop there, but that's just the way you can start your business. The baby steps are finding 2 people who then turn around and help 2 people. And if everybody does that, this grows and grows and grows and grows. It's just the beauty of getting the products out there. There isn't a billboard that says Isagenix. We are the billboard. One thing that I remember Jessica saying to me when I finally started, like, this started clicking for me on the business standpoint was like, you want to be a walking billboard for this company. So health was always a priority, but it became even more of a priority when people are turning to you and asking you questions, and the way you glow, the way you present yourself, the way you posture yourself, that represents your company and your brand. And I just think this company, if you look at the people on this call, the community, the people that it has attracted are by far and away so different than any other network marketing company out there. I think it speaks volumes.
I so agree. And Summer, you're amazing. I want to thank you for joining me. We are so proud of everything that you've created in Iowa and so far beyond, because you've impacted so many lives. I want to also say, Nikki, thank you for finally saying yes. Shannon Late, we are so thrilled and so grateful that you're a part of this team and lighting up Connecticut the way that you do and inspiring so many people to just step right into their mama power, just the way you did, from skeptic to total rock star. This is an opportunity that anyone can do this. You don't need to come in 20 years ago. You could just start today and watch out. There are some people on our team who've just gotten started that will fly past all of us, and we will clap the loudest. So I am so excited about all the people joining us. The timing has never been better. Thank you guys for your time, and have the best evening. Take care, everybody.